Maybe they're not the same thing. Maybe they just look the same. It's a good flavor. It feels like the breading to chicken ratio is a little bit off. Hi everyone, welcome back to Ruby Foods. Today we're doing another food review. We're doing our vegan chicken tenders. Today I went to my local Woolworths and picked up 4 different brands of vegan chicken tenders. They're in the oven right now, so in a few minutes we'll do a little taste test and see which one tastes the best. I'm not doing this to see which one tastes most like chicken. I haven't eaten chicken in years and years and years, so I don't have a good frame of reference for what is similar to chicken and what isn't. So really we're just doing what tastes the best, has the best texture. Yeah, not what's most like meat, because I won't be able to tell you that. So this is just best flavor, best texture, best value for money, I suppose. So the 4 tenders that we're going to be tasting today are the Plantitude Sweet Chili Tenders for $7, the Bird's Eye Chicken Crumbed Tenders for $7.30, the Greens and Goodness Spicy Bombay Tenders for $5 on special, and then our last one is the Plantain Sweet Chili Tenders for $8. The first 3 were all frozen. The plantain one is in the fridge section and takes a little bit less time to cook, so I put that in a few minutes later than the others so they don't get overdone. The Greens and Goodness was the real standout for our chicken nugget episode, if you want to go back and watch that. So I have high hopes for their chicken tenders. Hopefully they're just as good. Alright, our tenders are out of the oven and ready to go. So, on this plate here, we have the Greens and Goodness, then the Bird's Eye, and then the Plantitude. And on this plate, I've kept them separate because they look so similar to the Plantitude, but this is the Plantain. So let's start off with the Greens and Goodness. It's pretty similar to the chicken nugget so far. I can feel that texture. Nice and crispy breading. It's a nice flavor. I don't think this one's spicy. I think a couple of the others are chili flavored, but this one I think is just plain. Going back to edit this, and I've just realized that the Greens and Goodness tenders are actually spiced. They didn't taste like sweet chili like the other 2 did. They were instead like a cumin garam masala sort of Indian flavor spice, but it was really mild and really hard to notice, and I didn't notice it while eating it, so that says something about that, I think. I then ate the rest of what I had cooked, and I could taste it once I knew it was there. So it's got a little bit of that spiced flavor to it, but it's not super noticeable. It's a really nice texture. It's got that same chew to it that the chicken nuggets do. I think it's pretty much the same meat, different breading. So this is more of a breadcrumb, and those chicken nuggets were like a tempura batter. So yeah, thumbs up so far for this one. Really like that. Now this is the Bird's Eye one. The Bird's Eye vegan range is pretty new, I think. I haven't seen it until quite recently in the shops, so I think it's a pretty new thing. So far looking pretty similar to the Greens and Goodness. It's a different flavor. It's a little bit more chickeny, I think. From what I can vaguely recall of how chicken tastes, I think this one tastes a little bit more like chicken. Texture-wise, it's pretty good. It's very like flat and thin, so it feels like the breading to chicken ratio is a little bit off. It's about 50% breading, 50% chicken, and it's a little bit chewy. I don't know if it's a little bit overcooked. It's still good. I really like this flavor. I wouldn't complain about either one, really. Now this one is the Plantitude. This one I think is going to be spicy. It's got the breading with the puffed rice on the outside. It smells mildly spicy, like a sweet chili sort of smell. It's a bit of a softer texture than the Bird's Eye one. The Bird's Eye one, as I said, was a bit chewy, a bit tough. So it's good. It's a little bit softer. It does have a little bit of sweet chili in it, a little bit of heat coming through. It's tasty. It's a good flavor. Similar flavor profile to the Bird's Eye one. It's got that sort of chickeny flavor. It's a good tender. So far we're not complaining too much about any of these. These are all pretty good. Now the Plantain, not the Plantitude. They look so similar. I wonder if they're made in the same factory and just different packaging.
This was the only one that wasn't frozen. This one was in the fridge section. And again, I think this one is sweet chili flavored. It's a little bit different. It's a bit of a firmer texture, I think, than the Plantitude one. A little bit of a firmer texture. Very similar sweet chili flavor. But the breading and the chicken itself, it's not exactly the same. Maybe they're not the same thing. Maybe they just look the same. Trying to get another piece of this to compare, but it's just falling apart. Yeah, this one's definitely firmer. More of a bite and chew to it. Similar chili flavor, similar looking breading. But yeah, I think these are different products. This one's a bit firmer, a bit chewier. I'm pretty happy with all of these. Like for the chicken nugget video, I definitely had a favorite and a second favorite and a least favorite. These are all pretty good. I think you'd be happy buying any of these. I think if you like one, you'll like any of them. These two spicy, a little bit of sweet chili, and these two are plain. So go with whatever's on special, I think.